Greetings, community, and welcome to Entropy in Comics. I'm your host, Kevin, and this is Kevin's most anticipated reads tomorrow for New Comic Book Day, 6/24, 2026. I appreciate each and every single one of you that cruise on through, and for those of you that cruise on in on live, let's take a moment and say, hey, how you do? Las Cruces, thank you for cruising on in. I truly appreciate you. I do, man. I really do. Let's move out from saying the hellos and let's cruise over to speaking about the books coming out tomorrow on 6/24, 2026. Start off with Marvel Studios. Marvel is going to first start off with Spider-Man. Well, actually, Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Versity. Issue number 3. Jordan Morris is doing a fantastic job on this series, and it's basically a spider coming of age story of a bunch of kids, and they're going to come up of age real quick and enter to a severely fast adulthood when it looks like Carnage is entering the storyline on issue number 3. Amazing Spider-Man Spider-Versity is a tale of a bunch of kids, as I stated, in a school trying to get to know not only one another, but their place in their spider um, web line of history place. They're trying to figure out their place and exactly who they are in it and who each other are in it. It's been a kind of an interesting story, and I really been digging what Jordan's been doing. So hey, Spider-Man, you got your hands full when Carnage entered the story, and so do those kids. Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Versity, issue number 3 of 5, coming out at 6/24, 2026. Let's move on from that and talk about Infernal Hulk, issue number 8. This story for any major Hulk fan, I think it has been really not only been something that has been carrying on with us Hulk fans as far as getting great horror tales, getting a great multiple schizophrenic storylines, but really what we're getting is another impending doom that we haven't seen from another, not necessarily Hulk personality, but a side of Hulk that's being used as a puppet by the Elder, um, the one below all. We already seen the one above all not do so well, which was a fake version. What I'm getting at is this has just been nothing short of enthralling. I mean, I was liking what was happening with the Immortal. I was liking where we were happening, with Back to the Incredible. But here we are with the Infernal, and all hell is breaking loose. And now we get an reintroduction of Scar, which we haven't seen for so many issues. I want to say we haven't seen him since the last series. Hopefully, he can do some good because nothing else is. Infernal Hulk, issue number 8, coming out on 6/24, 2026. Let's move out from that and talk about Ultimate Endgame, issue number 5. This is kind of a two-parter. What I'm getting at is Ultimate Endgame is not only wrapping up the Ultimate Endgame series as far as it being issue number 5 of the 5 series and telling the final tale that encapsulates what kind of led up to that, aside from just the Ultimate Endgame, because that in itself was kind of a storyline, but it also has a way of encapsulating aspects of other storylines that led to it to kind of not only finalize that, but to give a small understanding and a small definement of what the overall goals and how those goals really weren't necessarily the end game as far as what was happening behind the scenes in that city. We get the further telling of the story in another Ultimate story, which is Ultimate Endgame issue number 5 does tell its final line of the Ultimate Endgame storyline, but however, Ultimate Universe finale issue number 1, which also comes out tomorrow, That has multiple writers and multiple artists really trying to finalize all of the issues that were telling the ultimate storyline to this ultimate universe. So it encapsulates not only the ultimate Endgame and Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Hulk, but it actually even does a teaser of an individual that we've not really necessarily seen and a reveal that's going to be there at the end. But not necessarily as much as it's teasing a further storyline, is this showing you how massive the storyline was, how many contributors there were to it, and how difficult it really was to not only bring everything to this crescendo that I believe everyone would appreciate, but to go ahead and give you something that, which in my case, I do believe, an ending that I believe would be satisfactory to all, a tease to what could possibly be, and the ultimate understanding of what we just read in this ultimate universe that we just got to experience. From the Ultimate Endgame issue number 5 and ending with the Ultimate Universe finale issue number 1, I believe in those two issues. It does give us an ultimate understanding and a truly ultimate finale. Let's move out from that and let's cruise over to IDW. IDW is going to give us the Twilight Zone issue number 8. This is a story of a 1959 failed monster actor. um, I can't say enough about this anthology storyline as much as this is, in my true belief, the roots and foundation to every anthology that we've been getting from every comic book creator that we've been seeing thus far. This is the origin. This Tales from the Dark, Night Tales. I mean, all that. What was it? What was the? There was another one I'm missing, but I mean, my point is those were the old anthology stories of yore on TV that inspired by Ron Sterling. So many individuals that wanted to go ahead and just start doing the same. Now, don't get me wrong. All he really did is take all these Pulp Fiction style storylines and just put them on the celluloid. Well, in the time, tape. That stated, in my opinion, those are the things that really gave us what we're receiving now as far as the storylines that we're getting with Ice Cream Man and everything else. It was individuals that were watching these things, not necessarily the people that were reading 1920s pulp. But we are getting a full circle in the Twilight Zone, and in my opinion, by reading this comic, is probably the epiphany of that revolution and probably one of the most true to its sense of what it's supposed to be. And I just can't get enough. The Twilight Zone by IDW coming out tomorrow on 6/24, issue number 8, 2026. That just confused the hell out of everyone I know, even me, I guarantee. All right, let's move on from that. Let's talk about an image book. Image is going to start out with Escape issue number 8. Yeah, I really been digging the storyline. I like the idea they're using anamorphic individuals to go ahead and remove slightly the heaviness out of this, but it doesn't take away from the full gravity of what the story is. We're getting a story and a tale of a downed pilot in a World War II style environment. He's behind enemy lines, just trying to get out, just trying to get home, but also trying to complete a mission. Right now, that mission is just to get the hell out. And that is assisted by locals behind enemy lines. And I am behind that stated. Rick Remender's doing a wonderful job of everything he's touching, everything he's writing, and he's doing it in a way that it seems so compelling because of the compassion that he's writing into a lot of these storylines. Mind you, grommets don't count necessarily, but what I'm getting at is what we're getting with an upcoming story that I've seen that's coming out, and what he's doing right now with this story in Escape, and if I recall, he's doing the seasons too. These things are like rooted in a lot of emotion, and I really, outside of the things that are happening around these individuals and the cause and effects that are directly we're reading about, fundamentally we're reading about a lot of emotional things that are going on in this, and they come out on real pinnacle moments, real moments that were, that it's life and death, or moments of just giving compassion and caring. It's that overall, I believe that's what this story is really trying to tell. Beyond the name Escape, it really seems like it's like inviting. It seems like these individuals that are helping this individual escape are inviting them into their lives, and kind of as much as family, knowing what this individual wants to get back to, which is their family. I really dig this story. I really do, and almost made my most anticipated read, but it was just edged out. Let's move on from Escape. Issue number 8. Highly recommend the storyline and talk about. Excuse me. Oh, okay. I'm back with you. And Feral 24. Um, yeah, here we are with. Let's just put it this way: we're getting some CDC experiments going on, and they're going a little awry. I think happening in this issue, and what we're getting is not only introduction of more characters that I fondly care about from past series, those Mystery Now, Stray Dogs, but Toby Fleets is doing a magnificent job in getting me to care about these characters that are nothing more than just these fictitious little animals. That, yeah, when he's obviously doing his job well, and I can't get enough. Here we are, 2 years deep into the storyline, and I know we got a minimum of another 2 years to go, and I'm all in. Feral issue number 24 coming out on 6/24/2026. But hey, that did not make this week's Blue Light Special. What is this week's Blue Light Special? Well, hmm, there it is. This week's Blue Light Special is the Eye Collectors, issue number 1, I believe, of 3. Now, this is an Apollo mission 10. That goes kind of awry. They're going around, I believe they make a wish, these astronauts of this Apollo mission. And as they go around, I believe they make almost like a conscious wish collectively or something like that. I don't know the full details, but I do know they get an uninvited necessarily guest that they weren't expected, I should say. And that is the basis of the storyline. How it transpires from there and what evolves, I'm not quite certain. I just know it's like this ancient little thing or ancient creature of some sort. Um, Nasty ET. I can't wait to see. But hey, it's some type of ET. And thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hey, that's this week's Blue Light Special for all of you that cruise on through. I appreciate you. And the Eye Collector issue number 1 and 3 is coming out on 6/26/2026. Thank you, Las Cruces, for hanging out with me, and for all of you that is either hung out with me right now, don't quite see, or is cruising on the rewind. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, and that's it for me. Entropy. You guys take care. Bye.